Hello gorgeous people, welcome to a little meal prep vlog video. So it's going to be a little bit of a chilled meal prep video with me for a pescatarian who wants to be in a slight deficit before her holiday. So that's what this is going to be centered around. I want to be a little bit lower in my body fat percentage before holiday, and if you're new, I've lost 2 stone in myself over the past 2 and a bit years. I'm trying something new with the outfit today, like my styling, and I want to do a whole different series on clothing and styling. But anyway, let's skip over that because that's irrelevant. So it took me a while to lose that weight, and now I'm at a point where I just want to get a little bit lower, a little bit more toned. My gym routine's fine, it's solid in my opinion, because if you watch my vlog, I did a whole like ChatGPT thing with the exercises that I took from Pinterest a while ago when I started my gym, and Instagram. I put it all into like a fixed plan, and then I've just like kept looking at it, looking at what works for me, my favorite moves, etc. And then I've crafted it with ChatGPT. So that'll be on one of my vlogs that's already been and gone. So if you saw that, you'll know what I mean. And then at the same time, I did a meal plan. So that meal plan is in a slight deficit. So it's around 1,500 calories, a ballpark figure, to lose a bit of weight before I go on holiday in around 7 weeks time. So this video is around that. I'm a pescatarian, I work full-time, I do part-time uni, I'm a busy gal, I do sleeps for work, so I do actually sleep in my sleeps, I've said that before, but I'm really excited to get into it. I like to do meal prep over 3 to 4 days instead of 5, just because I think when you do 5 days meal prep, when I get to meal number 5, 6, I'm not going to be into it. It's just no. So 3 to 4 days is my soft spot, what I like to go for. So that's what I'm going to be doing with you today. So I'm going to be doing breakfast, I'm going to be doing 2 lunch ideas, 1 dinner, or 2 dinners, 1 lunch, basically, because I've got a glassware that I'm using in the fridge, so I've only got 3 glasswares for breakfasts, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to get into it. I hope you like this one, and let me know if you want to see more of these, if it's up your way, like you want to see more food inspo, then let me know. But other than that, let's get straight on into it. These cats, oh my god, I just caught Fig because I shut the kitchen door, clawing the carpet. If you know, you know from the vlogs. These cats are wrecking my carpet. I've only been in this house for 6 months and they're wrecking the carpet. I was gonna say, let's go on to Tupperware. So Tupperware is where everything looks aesthetic, and if you saw my new in like sort of the range haul, this is where I got everything, so it's all from the range. So I picked up these like black smoky, actually still has the sticker on it, and this is the 1 litre grey smoke glass rectangle food storage, and they're like a really nice smoky grey, plastic lid, black. So I do have 4 of those, but I have said I only have 3 currently because I'm using 1 in the fridge for something that I already made. And I have 4 gorgeous of these, is it Acacia wood? Tall glass jar, screw Acacia lid. How stunning are these? They're just cute little jars for, I'm using them for overnight oats. So I have 4 of those to work with for today. So my meal plan I made with ChatGPT is 130 grams of protein. So this is what I aim for when I'm doing my meal prep. So we've got a yogurt bowl with berries, protein powder, or 2 eggs, a slice of toast and veggies. So that's 300 to 350 calories for breakfast I allocate myself. Lunch, 1 tin of tuna, light mayo, rice, cucumber, carrot, gherkins, red cabbage, whatever floats my boat. So that's going to be 400 to 450 calories. And then dinner, we have white fish, prawns or tofu, rice or noodles, potato or pasta, literally like your carb of choice. A sauce of choice, and that will be 450 to 550 calories. So for dinner, I had literally yesterday, I had white fish and homemade chippies. So I didn't have any veg in there. which is something I need to work on, is getting more veg, because I feel like I go through periods of like not liking veg and then liking veg. Like I really like parsnips and I really like broccolini, and then it's just, it goes on and off, do you know what I mean? So then I've got snacks, 2 eggs, fruit and yogurt, so that's 150 to 250 calories. So if I don't use my snacks, I'll obviously go towards my meals. So that is just like the round off of what I aim for the meal prep. So let's start with breakfast. So I'm all prepped now. In front of me, I got my scales, I got my yogurts, I got my oats, and I got my Asia jars. So first thing I'm gonna do is I usually start off by putting my oats in. So I've just been eyeballing this, but let's measure today. So I'm gonna look on the back. So 40 grams is 150 calories. And our aim is 300 to 350 calories. So let's do 40 grams. That one's a little bit over, it's 44. So because I've done the oats now, it's now time to, I put in a little bit of milk, just because when I do just yogurt, it just doesn't, I like to have it so it's overnight oats at the bottom, then my yogurt, then my fruit. That's how I like it. So what does this say? Per 100 milliliters is 49 calories. So we're just gonna literally use like a little bit. I put in 90 milliliters. So basically, let's just say, should we just do, no, I'm gonna keep it at 90. So that is 50 calories, but it's basically a little bit less because it's 10 under it. Now I'm gonna move over to yogurts. Spoon. So I just pick up, like literally Luke picks up any yogurt. So this is 100 grams is 116 calories. So that'll take us up to 300 calories for that. So this is why you're meant to measure things. So let's see what 100 grams gives us. That's 50 grams. So that's 101 grams. This on Ken is actually less calories, it's 74 calories per 100 grams. So I'm gonna use the same spoon. So I'm just gonna top it up to 100. I know it's gonna be mixed. Oh well. I'm just in the middle of weighing up my apples because we're currently at 300 calories. This apple, for a fresh Braeburn apple, so I should have kept the label, but 83 calories, so that's 383 calories. So that's 166. So that is 378 calories. And then that's 157, 374 calories, I think. Yeah, 374 calories. So we're looking in, you know, our range, maybe in the top half, but I think that's pretty good. That's pretty good for breakfast. So I'm just gonna chop up my apples because apples are my absolute favourite. So I've put breakfast in the fridge. I've moved to more vloggy style because I thought I'd mix it up a bit. So I'm gonna do dinner first because it needs cooking. So whilst dinner's cooking, I can prep lunch. So I've got here some sweet potatoes and some fish. I have weighed it all up on my Fitness Pal. I was just curious of what I'm having for veg. So I've put down at the minute edamame soybeans, but I'm not too sure what I'm thinking for veg at the minute. So I weighed out one sweet potato, which came to 169 calories because they vary in size. Then we have this Morrison's Savour fish. So I weighed out 2 fillets and that came to 264 calories. And then I thought edamame beans, and weighing out 80 grams of those would be 124 calories. So I'm not too sure about this veg option. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wash the sweet potato that I'm going to use and then I'm going to cook this in the air fryer. Fish in here. So I do actually have the other side to the air fryer, but that is Luke's side and Luke eats meat, so I wouldn't be using that side. So I'm just going to grab my white fish literally and put it in. I like to season my fish with literally garlic granules. So I've just got some garlic granules. Just going to season my fish, and then I do like some salt on my fish. Then what I'm going to do is fry light it and put it on. Next is my favourite thing in the world. It's going to be my poke bowls. Honestly, if you have something that you absolutely love to death, then use it. I love sushi. It's my favourite food in the world. And I love making tuna bowls. I love making salmon bowls. I love sushi. It's just top tier for me. So I'm going to be making these for my lunches or teas. Like I mix up, if I make dinner and tea, lunch and tea, I'll swap it over sometimes just so I can have the poke bowl at night. For my poke bowls ingredients list, so we have some sticky rice. So for half a pack, it's 228 calories for the sticky rice. Then we've got a tin of tuna. So where did I find out? I think it was half a tin of tuna was, oh, it's there, 55 calories. Then I've got some smoked salmon for some variation instead of having tuna. Half a pack is 90 calories. Then I've got some nori sheets, some cucumber, some my veg, pickled red cabbage and gherkins. I have a massive tub of these in the cupboard. I'm absolutely obsessed. Another thing I wanted to touch upon is supplements. So it's a bit chaotic in here, but I do love to have the clear whey protein. This is a 20-gram protein drink. It has BCAA. I've got my creatine up here along with some blasters and my protein, which I could have implemented in breakfast. Just I'm thinking about the calories at the minute, but I could have upped the protein. So let me know if you've got any inspo for that. In the meantime, I'm going to crack on with making my sushi poke bowls. Just got to get the fish out the air fryer, but this is how much I love gherkins. Luke picked this up for me from the supermarket. So she's the same size as my head. 1,360 grams with the vinegar. This is how much I love gherkins. say for per portion. What is per portion? It says 100. What's per portion? It doesn't say how many what is a portion? Doesn't say. Right. Oh, I think I found it on MyFitnessPal. So that's 17 grams. MyFitnessPal. Oh, 15 grams is 35 calories. So we've gone over a little bit, but that is 35 calories of mayo. Would you believe me if I said this added up to 1,455 calories for one lunch, one dinner, one breakfast, and a clear protein shake? How nice and filling do these meals look? I'm so glad I did this and weighed it out. Honestly, it's made such a difference. And this, again, I love this. It's so good. It's the clear MyProtein whey in peach tea. I think the only problem we're facing is the protein. I'm meant to be aiming for 130 grams of protein, and I think we might be a little bit under. So I've put on 2 whole eggs, hard-boiled eggs, and that brings us up to 1,595 calories, which is like borderline. But I'm just thinking of the protein content, because we've got 20 grams of protein there. We've got 40 grams of protein with the fish. That's 40, 50, 60. Where else? Then a tuna. 70, 85, maybe 90. And then I feel like the yogurt isn't that high in protein, 5.6 grams. So we're looking a little bit like we're under protein. So let me know down below. I thought we'd be all right. Maybe I'm just calculating it wrong, because I'm not really going for anything else that has protein, like the porridge and like the rice, and like they'll have little 0.5s of protein. But all in all, I'm hitting my calories, so that's good, and it looks like a lot of food. Got my clear protein. Obviously you can have another one of those for 85 calories, which will bump up the protein really nicely. But thank you so much for staying along for this meal prep video. I do appreciate it. It's been like a really chilled vloggy style one, and the weather is just gone ultra cozy on us. So I appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know and I'll do more. But apart from that, I will love you and leave you, and I'm possibly going to HomeSense. Bye.